Hey everyone, today's May 30th, 2024. Hope all of you are having a great day today and welcome back to my channel. I can't believe it's been 6 months since I took delivery of my Mustang GT. This car has been awesome and I couldn't be any happier with it so far. In the last couple weeks, I did pretty big modifications to my Mustang. In my previous video, I went over all the mods I did to my Mustang GT in the last 6 months. And I recently also got installed my Stainless Works long tube headers, and I got it tuned, and in a couple days from today we'll be getting tuned on E85, and that will put me at almost 500 wheel horsepower naturally aspirated. In today's video, I'm going to go over all the modifications I did to my car and tell you guys the price I paid for each mod, and I will go over installation if I paid for labor as well. I feel like a lot of people on YouTube or on social media in general, they'll show you modifications but they won't show you what they paid for it. A lot of YouTubers and influencers get a lot of modifications free and they won't disclose that. For me, I have no sponsors. I pay for everything out of pocket, and I'll go over all the modifications I did so far on my 2020 Mustang GT. I'm pretty sure I got everything. I hope I didn't miss any mods. I did a list right here. We'll start from the outside and work our way in. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today, and let's get started. Sorry, my car is pretty filthy right now, but I will be getting a car wash right before I go in for my paint correction a week from today. So before I go over mods, we'll go over the cost of the whole car. I bought this 6 months ago, and this is a 301A package with the black accent package. With the black accent package, I feel like it looks great with my white paint. You get the black pony in the front, black wheels, a black 5.0 badge. You get the black roof from factory, black performance pack wing. So you also get the black GT on the deck lid. If you have an all-white car or a car that's all one color, you definitely need some contrast to split up the white to make it look better. The 301A package, so on the interior of the car here, I did get the screen with Apple CarPlay, manual transmission, and I did not get the digital dash. I got the analog dash, which I absolutely love. I love the interior of this car here. It reminds me of my 2015 triple yellow Mustang GT that I bought almost 8 years ago. So 6 months ago, I purchased my 2020 Mustang GT with 30,000 miles for $30,000 out the door with extended warranty. Alright, so we'll start with the front lip and the side skirts. This front lip is absolutely stunning. I love these winglets on the side, makes it look super aggressive. And I love the styling of the side skirt. It looks really nice. It definitely makes the car look that much lower, especially with my iBox Sportline lowering springs. I love that it's a gloss color, and you have the stock side skirt, which is more of a matte color. I love that contrast there. And this front lip cost me $130. Next, we'll do these side skirts. These are the GT500 style side skirts, which I absolutely love. These are really popular, but they look absolutely phenomenal with the front lip. It makes the car really go together nicely, and I am looking for an aftermarket rear diffuser to put the car together completely. But so far, the front lip, the side skirts really make my car stick out. So these GT500 side skirts put me back $150. And I did bring my car to the shop to get these installed. So together, the front lip and the side skirts put me back $400 for install. What I'll do towards the end of the video, I'll go over all the mods and what the mods cost by themselves. I'll do the cost with all the mods with installation. Some mods I did put on myself, some I did with the shop. I'll only show you the price that I paid for install for certain modifications. So next we'll go over the tint I got for the car. So I got 25% tint on all 4 windows here, so this window, this, and on the other side, and on the back. And I went with a high quality tint. It was like a carbon tint, and it ended up being $225 for the whole car. All right, next modification here will be the carbon fiber around the heat extractors, and look at that carbon weave, really high quality carbon fiber on these, and these only put me back $35 for both of these. And I obviously installed these myself. The front lip and the side skirt really make the side profile of my car look super aggressive. Next we'll go under the hood and we'll check out my Roush intake. So I don't have too much under the hood yet. I do have this beautiful Roush intake. I do love how it looks. and that filter, that red filter, is absolutely huge. So for this Roush intake, I paid $404, and I installed this myself. And next, we'll go over my whole exhaust setup I have here. So the exhaust setup for my car, I do have the Ford Performance exhaust, the active exhaust from factory, which I absolutely love. I have an X-pipe, and I do have the Stainless Works long tube headers. In my opinion, this is the perfect exhaust setup for this car. It's not obnoxiously loud, but it sounds phenomenal, especially when you're getting on it. It sounds so good. And I believe the X-pipe I got was the SR Performance X-pipe, and that put me back $150. The next modification we'll go over is my long tube headers. It's my Stainless Works long tube headers 1 7/8 with the high flow cats. Header was one mod I didn't want to cheap out on. I wanted to get a high quality one, and with tax it was about $2,500 from American Muscle. Stainless Works long tube headers have been phenomenal. It sounds great. The quality of it out of the box was so good. And the shop that installed it for me welded everything together, so I'll have no exhaust leaks in the future. And if you take a look down here, you can see my Stainless Works long tube headers. It's really cool because it's changing colors from the heat, and the quality of these headers are really, really good. So the installation for my Stainless Works long tube headers was $900, and like I said, they welded every piece together, so I'll have no exhaust leaks. And the welds were really high quality, and honestly, shout out to Popular Muffler and Brakes. They've done almost all the mods to my car so far, and they've done a great job. I believe that is it for the exterior of the car. And I recently did buy some Euro tail lights, but since they're not on the car yet, I won't count them on this list. Now we'll go inside the car. I don't have too much done interior wise, but we'll go over all the mods I've done so far. I think the biggest interior mod so far was this beautiful carbon fiber steering wheel. You have carbon on the top, carbon on the bottom with that flat bottom there. And on the back, it has grooves for your fingers, which is really nice. Really thick leather, perforated leather on the sides, really high quality steering wheel. And I bought the steering wheel for about $350 with tax. Install for this was $150, which in my opinion was a great deal. They put everything back together so all my buttons work, horns all set. Honestly, the steering wheel looks phenomenal and changed the driving experience completely. Oh yeah, something I forgot that you can see on the exterior, and it was definitely one of the first mods I got with the X-pipe the first week I got my Mustang. I lowered my car on the iBox Sportline lowering springs, and it honestly lowered the car the perfect amount. And keep in mind, these are the stock wheels I have for the car, and I just have these on now until I get my aftermarket wheels that they're a lot thicker and they have meaty tires. It'll definitely fill out the wheel well a lot more and give it a more aggressive stance. But for now, I'll keep these on because they don't look bad whatsoever. I got my X-pipe and my iBox Sportline lowering springs installed 1 week after I purchased my Mustang, and I got these installed together. The labor for that was $600 for both. Alright, let's go back inside the car and we'll finish this video up. I guess I will add the shift knob to the list because it is a mod I use every day. It is 500 grams and it's a custom racing shift knob, and it's really beautiful and the weight is perfect. So this shift knob was about $250, and I've had this since I had my 2015 BRZ. And the reverse lockout is in the same spot as my BRZ, and I got this maybe, and it had to be maybe 6, 7 years ago. And honestly, it is a beautiful shift knob. It is really hot in here. Turn the car back on. So adding all the modifications up, that came out to $3,099. Installation, $2,100. But keep in mind, most of this, especially the mods, more than half of it was from the long tube headers and install. $2,400 of the $3,099 total for the mods was the long tube headers with the install. And I don't regret that at all, considering I didn't want to cheap out on long tube headers. I wanted good quality, good welds. I wanted to last a very long time on my car. And honestly, so far, the long tube headers have been phenomenal. And also keep in mind, I could have done a lot of these mods myself. I'm in a parking garage. It's hard for me to do bigger installs myself. So me and my wife's stuff right now live in a high rise. We live in the penthouse. We don't have a lot of room, and I don't have my own garage. In November, me and my wife are actually moving out to a house, and I'll have my own garage to do more car installs myself, and that'll save me a lot of money on installs. Honestly, I could have done the long tube headers myself. I could have done the springs myself, and it would have saved me money, but honestly, the headers is a hassle to put on, and the springs, I didn't want to deal with that. So for me, I'd rather have just paid for it than dealt with the issue of doing it in the parking garage. A lot of big modifications coming really soon for the car. A couple that I'll mention right now, like I said, I got Euro taillights, or the white taillights that are already delivered, and we'll be getting those installed really soon. And I will be getting tuned on E85 in a couple days, like I said, which will boost my horsepower to around 500-ish, maybe below. But I want to get a dyno tune really soon as well, and I'm so excited for everything to come. Alright guys, just got done filming this video, and I forgot one big mod that did cost a good amount of money, and it was my tune for my Mustang. I got this Mustang Lifestyle tune, 2018 naturally aspirated with RTD, ended up being $850 with tax. It was a little more than $900, so I'll put $900 added to my price. That brings me from $3,099 for the mods up to $3,999 for all the mods for my car so far. And again, hope you guys enjoyed this video today, and I'll see you guys in the next one.